Rent to own. Doesn't that sound like just a beautiful phrase? Man, so catchy. Well, what if I told you it was just like a marketing scheme and some kind of just phrase that makes you want to oh wow, that sounds really awesome. Cool. Let's give it a shot. That way I don't have to get myself into some big loan and go through that whole icky yicky mortgage process of buying a home. Yeah, well, it's not as simple as it sounds. If it's too good to be true, might be. Now, let's get right into it. So, what is renting? Renting is the use of something. Now, I'm going to read you the exact definition out of the Webster's Dictionary. Okay? Renting is defined as the act of paying for the use of something. Never in that does it say anything about ownership. So why is rent to own any different? Why are people so infatuated with it? Okay, why? What's the hype? Now, let me tell you something. Okay, people that do the rent to own, they're landlords. Okay, they're business people. They want to profit off of that. So it's not yours. Okay, first of all. Now, if they tell you not to hang up a picture, then you can't do that. If you really want to do upgrades to your house, you can't do that. Okay, there's so many roadblocks into renting a place, even if it's rent to own. Okay, if you want to rent to own, that's fantastic. But guess what? You still have that barrier until you decide we're going to own. You need to come up with those funds somehow, or you contact your bank, and then from your bank, you get that mortgage, you pay out that person, and then hey, it's yours. Once it's yours, you can do whatever upgrades, whatever you want to that house. If you wanted to paint that wall pink, then you could. But guess what? In the meantime, you can't because you're renting. Okay? Now, with renting comes a lot of other hoops that you have to jump through. Now, house inspections is one of them. People that have rented have gone through them. People just come in, either it be the property managers or whoever it is, the landlords themselves. They come in, they look at the house. Oh yeah, you can do that, you can do that. Oh, I don't like that. You're gonna have to change that because it violates our terms. It happens. These people, you're under their roof, you have to follow their rules, okay? It's kind of like when we were younger, like kids or teens. Our parents used to tell us that, okay? You're under my roof, you have to follow my rules. Same thing applies when you're renting, even when it's rent to own, because you don't own it just yet. Now, what happens when you have to relocate for work, personal life, and there's some situation where you have to move away from that rent to own property? Now, you have to keep in mind these landlords are in it for the money. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna use basic numbers here. $1,000 is their mortgage payment. That's how much they owe the bank every single month, right? These people, since you're renting, they're gonna want to profit. So guess what? They're going to charge you $1,300 at minimum just to rent out the property. If you sign that rent to own agreement, it says rent to owns are usually like this. Each month, part of that rent that you're paying each month, some of that goes into the down payment, but nothing is free in life. Keep that in mind. So from it being $1,300, because they have to profit $300 from the mortgage, they're going to charge you $1,800. Okay, there is going to be a price difference, a big price difference. Okay, because not only does the landlord have to profit, but some of that rent has to go down. It has to go as your down payment. Okay, so that's just how it works. So if you move, all that money gets lost. Your down payment down the drain. Okay. That's his profit for them. However, if you were to own a property, that's completely different. Now, let's say your mortgage is $500,000, okay? That seems like a lot. However, every single month, it might only be maybe $2,000 that you're paying, okay? Compared to $1,800 or whatever it is, right? Now, if you're paying down that mortgage, boom, 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 after year after year, once you decide to move, guess what? You sell it for that $500,000 price or even more, because the price of that house is only going to go up. It's proven time and time again in Zillow. any other website you can go on there, and those prices of the properties always go up. They almost never depreciate. Now, what kind of financial benefits do you have by owning a house? Well, you have many. Depending on your careers and your business, you may be able to write off the interest that you pay on that property. Again, I'm not a tax person, but you can check on this. You can write off the interest that you pay every single year, so that way you don't have to pay any taxes, or as much anyway. And the same thing, you can also use your property as an asset. So if you really are super tight on cash one day and you need to put a lien against your property or use your property as collateral, you can use that. You have that thing to fall back on. Of course, yeah, your property has a lien on it, but you have that as an scapegoat. Or you can always pull out equity, a refinance, a reverse mortgage, and that, the list goes on and on, but that's another subject, right? End of the day, okay, don't fall for those schemes. Don't fall for the marketing, okay? I need you to pay attention to what's actually going to benefit you in the long run, okay? Don't fall for the businessmen, what they want you to think. Don't be making someone else profit off of it. Think for the long term, okay? When something sounds too good to be true, usually is. 99% of it usually is. Nothing comes free. Everything comes with a price, okay? Anyway, till next time. Nice talking to you guys. Bye-bye.